You're panning. Okay, thank you very much for coming to my speech about proper hand hygiene and hand washing, because it's everywhere in society. Everybody knows about it, but nobody knows how to do it. So I've went ahead and found some information on it. In 2015, Sarfaraz, Rizwan, Sadiq, Firdas, and Khan did a study in a major hospital in India, and it proved that the majority of healthcare workers even are fully aware of hand hygiene, but not how to properly do it. So I found in the Minnesota Department of Health had released this handy poster that you guys might have seen in a lot of different places, especially in public restrooms. And I have one for each of you guys on how to wash your hands. And it starts, you wet your hands, you put the soap on, and the most important part about it is that you wash for at least 20 seconds, and you have to make sure that you're not just rubbing your palms together. You have to get in between your fingers, the back of your hands, and your wrists especially. Then when you rinse it off and you dry with the paper towel, I know nobody wants to waste water, but you should really let that water run until you're done drying your hands, and then turn it off with the paper towel. Because if you turn it off with your hands, then you're just recontaminating. So that's how you would wash your hands. And then moving on to hand sanitizing, because there's not a sink and soap everywhere. The CDC recommends that you use hand sanitizer with at least 60 to 95% alcohol, and make sure it dries on your hands, because if you wipe it off, then you're wiping off, it doesn't get to do its job. So in 2014, Bablik, Jets, Matsayak, and Klaus had done a study in the hospital who showed the exact steps for hand sanitizer. They had went in and even had illustrations for this hospital on how to sanitize. Everything was working fine, but the problem is that their study was not widely published and it wasn't put in every hospital. So the WHO, or the World Health Organization, came up with a poster on how to hand rub with the hand sanitizer. And it shows all the steps with the hand sanitizer. There's one for each of you. Where you have to rub your palms together, interlock your fingers. You have to get in between your fingers and the back of your hands. And again, with the sanitizer, it's very important that you keep doing it for 20 seconds at least, and that you let it fully dry and you do not wipe it off. And once again, in a hospital, Kapil, Bavar, and Madan, earlier this year, had went in and had checked the bacteria amounts on the hands of the doctors and the nurses, and then posted these little posters around, and then they went back in a couple months and checked it again. And even the doctors' hands saw a 95% decrease in the amount of bacteria they had. So even doctors weren't using them, or were not properly using the hand sanitizer available. So thank you very much for listening. Now you guys know better than doctors even how to hand sanitize and hand wash. And I have a little take-home bottle of sanitizer for each of you. So thank you very much. If you would pan my audience.